Welcome back to the shop, gentlemen. I'm working on the trailer again, and here's some supports for my big chrome toolbox. Nose box, I guess, is what I'm going to call it. Anyway, 1x1 by 1/8 inch angle supports. I'm going to fill the tops of these in with some weld, and then I'll probably end up putting some more braces on. Also, I'm going to have using 2.5 gallon propane tanks that are going to go in this side of the nose box, and so I'm probably going to end up putting at least one more cross member in there, maybe two, depending on where they sit. So I'll have some more support under there for propane, and the propane's going to reside in the nose box. So anyway, making progress. Alright, shock mounts are done. Those turned out pretty good. And the shocks that I got are KYB Gas Adjust KG5409, which is a front shock for 68 to 72 Blazer, I think, something like that. They just were, that's an arbitrary vehicle. I just went to the KB site and picked the one that had the compressed and extended length that I want and the overall length that I needed for to fit where I'm putting the shocks on here. So anyway, shock mounts, lower shock mounts are done anyway. Got some upper shock mounts all done here to sort of match the lower shock mounts. So should be able to get these tacked on soon. Alright guys, so I got some rear spring shackle hangers done. They're not welded on yet. They're just kind of sitting there, but those look okay. There's a couple, I'll throw a picture up of the process in here and just show you all the pieces that went into them, but I think they turned out pretty good. I'll show you the other side too. So, yeah, I just got to center my, or adjust my U-bolts and leaf springs and stuff because they're not quite lined up on the axle right yet. But anyway, there's a rear spring hanger, 2 of them. Alright, well that worked pretty good. I just got to take about a 16th to an 1/8 off of this edge right here, and then it should slip right in there. That's awesome. Alright, these are starting to look pretty good. My steps. This is the roadside step, and it's my bends were just a little off on this one. So my bends were just a little off on this one, so there's a little bit of a gap on this side, but the curbside step is nearly a perfect fit, so they're fitting pretty good. So it's going to take a while to stitch these together because it's sheet metal and it'll warp pretty bad, so that's going to take a while. After the steps are in, then there's not much left to do before I start putting the floor on this thing. So this obviously the curbside step has got to be cut down so that it is an actual step. So I think floor construction is going to be, I think I'm going to lay down, I'm going to go buy a few sheets of like 22 or 24 gauge sheet metal, and I'm going to cover the whole top of the frame with sheet metal, and then it'll be rigid foam on top of that, and then fiberglass siding on top of that. So I'll have fiberglass siding floor, subfloor, and then in the area where, in the middle where we stand and, you know, the living area, I'll probably do some kind of a adhesive back tile or something like that just to protect the fiberglass from getting beat up. So anyway, that's the progress so far. Pretty happy with how the step turned out. Ooh, look at that lens. Pretty happy with how the step turned out so far. It's looking pretty good. And so I just got to do put some final welds around the top, kind of along the frame rails a little bit. And yeah, should be good to go. And you can see the bracing, X-bracing, sort of X-bracing I put underneath it to kind of give it a little bit more strength underneath there, so looking good. All right, got the roadside storage done, same shape as the step, just I'm not cutting it out. There'll be if you go and look at the rendering, there's a door here, and my on-demand water heater and the shower hookup stuff will be in this area, so this will be plumbing and water pump and, you know, blah blah blah, that kind of stuff in there, and then the water tank will actually be inside the storage in here. So anyway, roadside storage pit is done.